Well, the wait is over, Pokémon Sword and Shield are finally here. And greetings YouTube gamers, welcome to another episode of Retro Raider. My name is Johnny Retro and welcome to the channel. That's right guys, it is finally here. Today is the launch day of Sword and Shield, and as you guys can see, I've picked Pokémon Sword. Now, I'm not gonna lie guys, I'm super excited with this game, with this brand new Pokémon generation. Although we all know in the Pokémon community that there's been a lot of controversy around this game. And just a little heads up guys, this is not going to be a review of the game. This is just going to be, initial impression, initial reaction if you will, of the first couple of hours of gameplay. And also talk a little bit about this current generation and the whole controversy around this brand new one. And by the way, if you're new on the channel, feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a thing. Alright, so let's take a closer look at Pokémon Sword and Shield right after this. Now, first things first, I just want to share a little bit of my background with Pokemon because I did skip a couple of generations, but I was there day one with Pokemon Blue and Red. Then, of course, I picked Pokemon Yellow, which still to this day is my favorite Pokemon game of all time. I played the first 3 generations, but then when we got into the DS games, I kinda skipped those. Not hating on those games, but I don't know, at the time I was not in my, Pokemon mood, if you will. Then I got back during the 6th generation. I got a Pokemon X, which to me is one of the best games in the entire series. And yeah, we also have the Let's Go games, Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. But that's a huge leap, a huge improvement, but still it doesn't have that, open world feel to it. And the reason why I'm very excited about this one, it's because this game is the Pokemon game that I've always wanted to play. And what I mean by that is that, all of the Pokemon games, all of the previous generations, were games released in portable consoles, the Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, DS, 3DS, and of course that we had a couple of 3D games, games in other systems. For example, we had Pokemon Stadium, we also had Pokemon Gale of Darkness on GameCube, and although those games brought new elements compared to the old 2D games, it was not still, an open world Pokemon RPG, if you know what I mean. And now 8th gen, yes, we can still play these games on the go, but these games are on the Nintendo Switch, so this is really the first time that we are going to have, a real open world experience with a Pokemon game. But the truth is that the fans aren't happy with Game Freak, and here's why. First of all, in terms of graphics, it is not what the fans were expecting, but I think that it is still a huge leap compared to the 3DS games. And I'll agree, this game is not the most impressive one on the Nintendo Switch, but still I think it looks pretty damn beautiful. A brand new generation, a brand new region, brand new starters. But we don't have all of the previous Pokemons. I think that we have around 400 Pokemons more or less in this edition, and again, fans aren't happy with that. And I'm not gonna lie, I still haven't checked the complete list, but I don't believe that my favorite Pokemon is on this generation, which is Alakazam. And I really don't know if we are getting updates on that, if they're going to release more Pokemons in the future, or maybe another Pokemon game, for example, like we had, Red and Blue, and then we got Pokemon Yellow. That would be awesome, by the way. Z-moves, Mega Evolutions, yeah, we don't have those anymore. Now what we have is Dynamax. And I've talked about this previously. I think that it is a little bit weird, a little bit bizarre. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the giant fights in Power Rangers, but I accept that because, once again, it's a brand new game, it's a brand new mechanic. And another reason why fans aren't happy, and I think that this is the bigger one, we just can't import our own Pokemons from the previous games into the current ones. And that sucks. I understand, I'm with you guys. But here's the thing, I think that the Pokemon community overall is being a little bit unfair with these brand new games. First of all, the community already trashed the game before the game was even released. Then the major reviews came in, like IGN and the grades, and they all graded this game a great game, like 9.3 out of 10, I think. And this is the weird part, because the community, the fans, the Pokemon fans, were criticizing that, before they played the game. And once again, guys, I truly am a Pokemon fan, but like I've mentioned previously, I didn't play all the generations, all the games, so I'm not an expert here. But here is one thing that I'll say about the Pokemon community. sometimes this community can be a little bit, gatekeepers. It's their thing, it's their world, and it can be changed, it can be touched. And me personally, change is something that it is good on a franchise. And sometimes the Pokemon community just want the same game over and over again. However, if you look back, there were a lot of changes across the whole generations. And I do understand that this is a huge IP, this is a huge and very important franchise, but I think that we should approach these games individually. So the way I see it, the way I look into this game, is pretty much the same way that I've looked into the previous ones. This is a Pokemon game, a brand new Pokemon game, and I think that we should appreciate it for what it is. And in the end, if you don't like it, I think that is totally cool. It is totally okay to not enjoy a game on a franchise. Me, for example, I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan, but Final Fantasy 15, for example, not for me. And as a Pokemon fan, it's also cool to say, well, I enjoy Pokemon Yellow, but I didn't like Sun and Moon, and I enjoy Pokemon Sword and Shield, or I don't enjoy Pokemon Sword and Shield. But this is really just my personal opinion. I think that it is a little bit unfair to judge an entire franchise and a brand just for a standalone game, because this is what it is. This is a standalone game. And we don't know the future of Pokemon, and let's not forget that you can always go back and play the previous generations. But there's also the other side of the fans, and a lot of fans are enjoying this current generation, and I'm one of them. First of all, let's talk about the region, the Galar region. Me personally, so far, from the little bit of hours that I've put into this game, this region is my favorite one. I think it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, I love the vibe, I love the atmosphere. I think it was inspired in Britain, and yeah, they did an amazing job. And a brand new region, it also means brand new Pokemons. Now, I'm just going to take this out of the way. The new legendary Pokemons, not for me. However, the brand new starters, I love them. My pick, well, it was Sobble, and the reason for that was because I always picked the water type. Yeah, well, it is just a little bit of personal Pokemon tradition. And I still haven't checked the complete list of the new Pokédex, but from the brand new ones that I've seen, I'm really enjoying the brand new Pokemons, the 8th gen Pokemons. Brand new gym leaders, brand new gyms, brand new gym fights, and they look awesome. And in a weird way, it almost feels that you're there. It feels that you're in the stadium. And I haven't felt this on a Pokemon game since the old school Pokemon Stadium games. Once again, that's exactly what I'm looking for in a Pokemon game. Now, of course, there are differences between Sword and Shield. I picked Sword because one of my favorite Pokemons is on this one, which is the Goth Pokemon, Gothitelle. Of course that you can trade him later on. And from the reviews that I've seen, I believe that there's an exclusive gym for each version of the game. Sword has a fighting gym, and Shield has a Ghost-type Pokemon gym. Again, I picked this one because I love fighting Pokemons. Now, I'm very curious about the future of this generation. I think that it is going to be very competitive, and I'm a little rusty, but I'm looking forward to that. There are brand new leveling mechanics, the EVs and IVs were also changed, I believe, so along the way I think that I'll just grab a guide. Now, I want to show this to you guys. Since I pre-ordered the game, I got a steel case. There you go, I hope that you guys can see it. It is still sealed. And yes, we do have the double pack, but, I didn't pick that because, my girlfriend is not into Pokemon, so I guess that I'm playing by myself. No pun intended. So yeah, to sum it up, guys, me personally, I'm very excited with this brand new Pokemon generation. I'm very excited with this brand new Pokemon game. And again, to all of my Pokemon friends and family in the Pokemon community, once again, guys, don't judge, a company and a whole franchise just because of a standalone game. And once again, it is totally okay to not enjoy this one, but just appreciate it and judge it for what it is. And if it is for you, that is cool. If it is not for you, well, that is cool also. But I would like you guys to let me know down below what are your impressions of Sword and Shield so far. Are you enjoying this current Pokemon generation? Are you a Pokemon fan, and in which Pokemon game did you start your Pokemon journey? Let me know down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to put a like on this video, please subscribe to the channel, and take care of yourselves, take care of the Pokemon community, and game a lot.